What should the Rashad White fantasy managers be doing right now? We'll tell you right now on Fantasy Football Today in 5. It is starter sit for Week 12, and Rashad White is the headliner added to the injury report, but hopefully much ado about nothing, getting ready to take on the Colts. Heath Cummings, are you moving down Rashad White at all? I'm assuming you're still going to start him, but any downgrade?
No downgrade at all. Must start running back, borderline top 12. Sounds like it was just a formality. I believe the Buccaneers were the team that the Falcons were facing when the Bijan Robinson headache thing happened. And they're just doing their due diligence.
There you go. Deontay Foreman, unlikely to play. What's your interest level in Khalil Herbert at Minnesota on Monday?
He's still really just a flex, right around RB 30 in the rankings. I still have quite a bit of concern about the Bears' rush offense outside of Justin Fields. So,
yeah. So, how do you feel about Devin Singletary? Damian Pierce is going to play. Would you start Khalil Herbert or Devin Singletary?
I have Singletary just ahead of Herbert, but they are very much in the same range, about a point apart in the projections.
So we don't really, if we can avoid starting them, we should.
They're not top 24 running backs for sure.
There we go. Justin Jefferson, not expected to play. This will be his 7th missed game in a row. They have their bye next week. You should expect him back after that. Jordan Addison, starter sit against the Bears.
Borderline number 2 wide receiver. Fantastic matchup, but they can do some damage on the ground as well with Joshua Dobbs. And Dobbs is going to throw the ball 30% of the time to TJ Hawkinson. He's right around wide receiver 24.
Cooper Kupp will play. Will you start Cooper Kupp?
I will start Cooper Kupp. I'd rather start Puka Nacua. So there's a chance maybe you have 3 wide receivers you're starting over Kupp, but he's wide receiver 12 or 13 for me. I can't sit that.
Would you start Tank Dell over Kupp?
I have Kupp 1 spot ahead of Tank Dell.
Okay. Odell Beckham, Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman at different points this week. They were all hurt in some capacity, but they're all expected to play. It is a Sunday night game at the Chargers. How do you feel about who's your highest ranked Ravens receiver and how high do you have them ranked?
Flowers and Beckham are basically a coin flip. I have Flowers slightly higher, but not super excited about starting any of these guys with the enhanced injury risk. It is a fantastic matchup, but they're borderline number 3 wide receivers for me.
Yeah, and we were thinking maybe Isaiah Likely would get a boost if someone missed the game, but no one's missing the game, it seems. Meanwhile, Gerald Everett and Jalen Guyton are expected to play for the Chargers. I still think Jalen Guyton might be someone you want to beat the waiver wire with, see if he can piggyback off his good game from 2 weeks ago. Marquise Brown expected to play. Michael Wilson is out. If we're desperate, are we looking? I guess if we're desperate, are we starting Marquise Brown or Greg Dortch or Rondale Moore?
They are in that same Odell Beckham, Zay Flowers range. I would start Marquise Brown over the Ravens. I've got Rondale Moore right behind the Ravens. I'm hopeful that this Greg Dortch thing doesn't happen again, but he's an add, but not a start.
Me too. I know that sounds mean, but I'm with you there. Just some defensive injuries. Giants defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence is doubtful. That is a huge deal and much better. I mean, not that you were going to necessarily start. Not that you were going to get away from Stevenson, but this is much better for him. And
Zeke is I think a very good flex option this week.
Right, and I think the Giants DST looks worse now. Denzel Ward, Cleveland cornerback, he is out. He's their top corner. I don't know how much that's going to help Cortland Sutton. It's going to be a matter of Sutton finding the end zone, but it doesn't hurt Cortland Sutton, that's for sure. Raiders edge Max Crosby is doubtful, but apparently pushing to play. No, there's not been a single doubtful player that has played this year, so that would be surprising. And Tim Boyle will start next week for the Jets. We have a minute left for your questions. Trevor Lawrence or Kyler Murray?
Kyler.
We need one in PPR. Marquise Brown, Zay Flowers, or DeAndre Hopkins?
Hopkins.
We need 3 rather in non-PPR. Good, because one would have been tough. Bijan, Saquon, Rashad White, Kyren Williams, Ramondre Stevenson, non-PPR.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to pull up the projections page for this one and sort by non-PPR to make that decision. I know Kyren Williams is being started. I will go with Saquon and Rashad White over Bijan and Ramondre.
Okay. Nico Collins or Jalen Warren, PPR?
Man, I love both of them. I think you're probably sitting someone that I would start, but I'm going to go with Nico just barely.
Mixon or Kyren Williams?
Kyren.
Khalil Herbert or Devontae Smith?
Devontae.
And who are you sitting in PPR? Rashad White, DeAndre Swift, or Isaiah Pacheco?
You got to cut one.
It says cut. I hope you
cut
sit.
one. That is so. I guess it's Rashad White. I have Swift and Pacheco both. Pacheco's RB7 for me. Swift is RB5. White's RB13. So it's got 3 of my top 13 running backs there. Congratulations on the win.
All right, please don't cut them. Just sit one. All right, thanks everybody. Good luck in week 12. We'll talk to you at 11:30 a.m. Eastern with Fantasy Football Today, the live stream, youtube.com/Fantasy Football Today. Come ask us your question. Also watch CBS Sports HQ. Fantasy Football Today is on there, different show, hosted by Jamie, at 10 a.m. Eastern on CBS Sports HQ. See you later.